And welcome back, everyone, to Win the Week Who Win. And we got a fun one, another fun. I like the fun ones. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing this. But sometimes we get a Who Would Win where I just look at the screen and go, why? But the Battle of the Morningstars, Lucifer versus Lucifer. Which Lucifer, in theory, if these two Lucifers came head to head with each other, would win in a fight? The Supernatural version, which I'm not all through Supernatural, but I've seen enough of the later seasons to know the Lucifer's Lucifer's limitations, or the Tom Ellis version from the show Lucifer. Now, if we were just going by what these Lucifers are based on, what I mean by that is the source material, it would be Tom Ellis's Lucifer all day, every day, hands down, no business, because this Lucifer is loosely based off the DC Comics, the Dark Horse Comics version of Lucifer Morningstar, who in all of DC is second only to the Presence, who is the de facto god who is the one above all, essentially, of DC, and only equal to Michael. But, and as strong as this Lucifer is, he is not that Lucifer. But this is only loosely based on that. He doesn't look the same. Unfortunately, the level of power isn't the same. So it's tough because they can do a lot of the same things the others can. So the question is, what can each do that the other can't do? Well, the Tom Ellis Lucifer has enhanced strength. Obviously, he has his mojo, which brings out what is it that you truly desire? Brings out the desires of human beings. He has angel physiology. He can only be hurt by other celestials. Superhuman reflexes all around. Basic immortality. Dimensional travel, because he can actually travel to hell, heaven, and earth whenever he actually wants to. He can heal others. He can heal himself, too. He has enhanced healing as well. And enhanced celestial metabolism, shape-shifting. He can manipulate souls. He can also resurrect the dead, kind of. He can put them in other bodies. Spirit communication, celestial communication, telekinesis to some degrees, incinerations to whatever degrees, though we don't really see that. We know he can do it. He can do the hell loop control, because it's actually stated apparently by the creators that he actually did create hell. So that's a power unto itself. Sound manipulation, creation. He literally created the card for Constantine. He does seem to have some cosmic awareness of the multiverse, if we're talking about the Crisis on Infinite Earth cameo he did. Reality manipulation to whatever degrees, because he can bestow powers and manipulate them as he sees fit. Astral projection, power transference, portal creation, madness manipulation because of his devil face, pain manipulation, make others feel pain, teleportation, technology manipulation, as he can just start his car, some minor weather manipulation. He's a master hand-to-hand combat. He's got some thermal kinesis as well. He's not infallible, though. He has a few weaknesses, including God himself. Celestial beings can hurt him in a fight and, in theory, kill him. Though the only things he says that actually kill him are the flaming sword, which is Azrael's blade, and demon-forged hell daggers. So that's what he claims can kill him. And as well as the feathers from his daughter. Can hurt and kill him, and a special exorcism that Father Kinney had in season 4. So yeah, it's Lucifer is exceptionally powerful in his own show. Supernatural Lucifer is also God almighty powerful. He can just lower tier 9 omnipotence and 9 omniscience. He basically lower level celestial beings and just lower level creatures in general. He can just kind of pop out of existence. He also possesses insane reality manipulation as well, similar to Gabriel, if not equal or greater. He possesses some levels of precognition, levels of telekinesis. He also knows a lot of magic. He's able to astral project. He's able to do many different forms of energy manipulation. He's also a master hand-to combatant as well. He can fly. He also has healing, biokinesis, molecular combustion, power negation, reality warping, as I said, resurrection, shapeshifting, smiting, super speed. Here is the problem I at least initially saw with the fight, actually. Is that if you're talking about which character I love more, it's the Tom Ellis Lucifer all day, every day. I loved that show, and I loved him as that character. However, technically speaking, CW, supernatural version of Lucifer, can do basically everything the Lucifer can do, and then some. He has telepathy. He can get into even Castiel's head, and literally look at his thoughts. He can time travel too, which this Lucifer just doesn't have, at least as far as I know. Maybe if he became God, he would have had that. So this Lucifer, unfortunately, Tom Ellis' Lucifer does come up short in a lot of categories. But what that Lucifer has going for him is the fact that he is the same character in a different continuity, in a different universe, in a different show and all that, as this character, as the supernatural Lucifer. Now that's important because against any lesser angels or any lesser deities or creatures in general, he can only just snap his fingers and blow them up. But against archangels or higher, be it Death, Amara, or God, those three characters outrank him. But at least against archangels, even lesser archangels, he still actually had to put up a fight. He was stronger than them and usually won. But he still had to put up a straight out fight. And he could still be hurt. And he saw weaknesses like angel blades, things along those lines. And against archangels of equal or greater strength like Michael, he actually could be killed by Michael outright. Why is this important? Because Lucifer is the archangel Lucifer. So two archangels going toe to toe together, it then becomes, all right, their abilities are probably going to get negged from each other. Like most of their abilities are just going to kind of wash off each other's backs, more or less. It's about really the outright power level they have, because time travel really is just going to stall the fight, really. Now, I mean, yeah, you could go into the future, but it wouldn't matter. I'm going to also go on to say, Linda, if he tries to get inside Lucifer's head, it's not going to work. I should really be specifying what I'm saying, which Lucifer I'm talking about. If supernatural Lucifer tries to get into the other Lucifer's head, like telepathy, try to read his weaknesses, he might start to clean stuff and then just be like, I'm sorry, you trying to get into my head now, and then boom. I shall also say that even though we've seen CW Lucifer fight more, I keep saying CW, well, let's just say CW, it was WB, but CW Lucifer fight more, supernatural Lucifer fight more, I'd actually say we've seen a better demonstration of actual hand-to-hand combat from Lucifer. Just because we've actually seen, they actually, A, better choreography, but B, he's shown that he's just shown more knowledge of actually being around. This Lucifer also has actually been on the planet and come up the planet and actually interacted with humans. So he doesn't hate humans. He actually really likes humans. And that is another thing too. One is full of hate, one is not. And one has something to fight for. If we're getting Lucifer, say, near the end of the series, where he has love, he has basically an adopted family, he has the woman he loves, they're either going to have a family together, against the guy who's just bitter and wants to be number one and hates people and doesn't give a shit, I take the guy who's got something to lose over the guy who's just a petty asshole. Yeah. No, like, and God forbid, no pun intended, if the supernatural Lucifer ended up like killing Chloe or someone, all bets are effing off then. Lucifer is going to go to town, rip out his heart, do whatever he has to, and just mercilessly beat this guy down. Because what we see demonstrated in Lucifer is, and even with the Christ on Earth's crossover, is he does have some multiverse level awareness. Now, I'm sure Lucifer in the supernatural world is aware of the multiverse, but his cosmic awareness doesn't extend outwards to that, whereas God's does. Like, God just goes in and out of all these universes and stuff like that. But as far as I know, but because we know there's like an alternate version of Sam and Dean that shows up, they're all like these prissy, spoiled rich bitches. So yeah. So because of that, I would say that because of the cosmic awareness that he has, that means he probably scales higher and is closer to his comic counterpart in power, at least comparatively, than what we have for a level of power to um, the supernatural version. Should also note that despite the fact that both God, they both have gods, their dads that they will address. Lucifer had a lot less qualms about talking shit to his dad and to his face than Supernaturals did. Supernaturals was a brown noser up the ass. I mean, yeah, he hated his dad too, and they definitely talked it out once in a while. But on a consistent level, especially, and this is amazing, especially with a show that was 3 times longer, roughly speaking, well, almost 3 times longer. There were 6 seasons of Lucifer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 6 seasons. And honestly, even though like maybe the last season was a little weaker, I loved the entire series of Lucifer. I loved Lucifer. Love that show. So in fact, if you're asking what one of my more favorite modern series was, it would have been Lucifer, definitely. So because of that, he also just has far more balls than the Lucifer does, and that would probably piss him off. And because they're both the same archangel, just maybe on a different power system, their powers probably wouldn't do much to each other, unfortunately, which means it would come down to hand and whatever energy attacks and whatnot. And on the off chance if Lucifer had, and we know, in fact, you know what? Lucifer's got another advantage. Maeve gifted him one of her daggers at the end. So he's got a thing that can kill him, and if it can kill him, it can kill that Lucifer as well. Not to mention, if he ever decides to just talk to Azrael and get her sword back, then he could easily kill him with that too. So on the straight out power level side, while we still don't have a perfect idea where the Lucifer show version of Lucifer lands, I would say Lucifer, though, because of that cosmic awareness feat, does stack a little higher. And the fact he is, again, based off of the comic Lucifer, who definitely beats the shit out of this Lucifer. And this Lucifer is powerful. Don't get me wrong. Supernatural Lucifer is nuts powerful. He doesn't hold a candle to that Lucifer. So there's that. Beyond that, we've just seen he actually just seems to be a better hand-to-hand combatant. So there's that. But also, he does have a weapon that could legitimately kill that version of Lucifer because it can kill him. And they're both Archangel Celestials. So, yeah, it'd be close. I actually was leaning a lot more towards the supernatural version of Lucifer. Definitely. Because he just displays more feats and just seems to show all the abilities that most, like time freezing. All the archangels can do, like all the angels can more or less, well, archangels anyway, even Cass can do that, time freeze. So that's not special to Amenadiel. But yeah, I would still lean towards the Tom Ellis version of Lucifer from the show Lucifer. I'm not saying it would be an easy fight. Oh, don't misinterpret. But I'm saying I think he would gain the win. He'd need a new suit, though. It's like, bloody hell. Do you know how much this fucking costs? I do like it. I like the fact that Netflix didn't overly edge up the show when they took it over. But I do like the fact they would throw like an F-bomb in once in a while. And say, why would you do that? Because you fucking shot me, Dad. Like, I did like that every once in a while. But actually, I kind of respect that. You do know, though, that if that show had started on Netflix, you would have been seeing some TNA and maybe something a bit more going on in those shows. But I still like the way they handled it. Anyway, I digress. That's my thoughts. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.